Previously on One Life to Live.
I'm pregnant.
Why haven't you told Christian yet?
You cannot come in here.
Natalie, it's over, okay?
Because of Jessica.
You didn't really submit my paper.
Yes, I did.
Well, I don't know what to say.
You leave here the way you came here, with nothing. Now get!
I can't tell Christian that I'm pregnant.
I think it would be better if I let the two of you work this out alone. Jen, take this. I'm available anytime, day or night, all right? Okay.
Well, what's going on in there? Did Christian find out?
Jen's pregnant. That's why she was at that family planning place, but why would she lie to me? Her and Christian are back together, so... Well, the secrecy. Why was her mom saying all that weird stuff about Jen needing me? Unless it's my baby.
Mom, you have a minute?
Sure. What's up?
I don't know what to do about Seth.
Well, given what he did to you, I'd say a good sock in the jaw might be nice. Or better yet, maybe just avoiding him would be a good idea.
Tried that. It didn't work. He was at Jen and Christian's New Year's Eve party.
Was it awkward?
Yeah. Very. Mom, what do you do when you still care about someone, even though you don't want to?
Hey, should I ask you for your autograph?
Why would you do that?
Because you look like a rock star in that outfit. Look at you. You look fantastic rolling around town in your hot new wheels. I saw you pull up.
Beats taking the bus.
So, Chad, I was kind of thinking, how would you like to go up to the Lantana Mountains sometime?
Sure. Yeah, that'd be great. Just name the time, and I'll be there.
Give me 1 minute. Hey, what's up?
2 words, Natalie. Watch out.
And what will happen if I take a bite of this?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I didn't expect to see you here.
I thought I'd drop by and surprise you.
Well, I'm glad you did, because I have a surprise for you, too.
The maitre d' told me that you were here. I thought it must be a mistake.
Well, of course I'd be here. This is the best restaurant and hotel in town. Oh, I shall be needing a suite tonight, too, Renee.
What you need and what you get are two very different things.
Why didn't you tell me you were pregnant, Jen? When I found that box with the pregnancy test and your mom said it was hers, you didn't say anything. And now you make this appointment without telling me? Why? Jen, I know what's going on.
Charles, during the day, relax. Now SoapNet gives you 3 different chances to watch. Every weeknight at 7:30, 4:30 Pacific, and again at 11:30, 8:30 Pacific. Plus a Saturday marathon starting at 3:30, 12:30 Pacific, with all 5 of the week's episodes back to back. 3 chances to watch your show. Go to SoapNet.com for a complete guide, and you'll never miss a moment of Port Charles. SoapNet. Soap watching made easy.
Honey, you still care about Seth because you're a very generous person and you give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
It's more than that. Seth came to me right after Allison and Natalie broke the news that day, and he said that he felt terrible about his part in it.
Did you believe him?
Look, you know, all that I know is that he's been caring and sincere ever since, and he hasn't asked for anything in return. He even saved my life in New York.
Yes, I know. You told me.
And, okay, yeah, maybe he could have an ulterior motive, but I don't know what it would be. It's not like I'm an heiress anymore.
Baby, you may not have the title heiress, but you are very, very well off.
Okay, so, honestly, do you think I'm just being a total fool?
No. And I don't think you ever were a fool before. I think you were fooled.
Yes, what Seth did to me was awful.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Mm-hmm.
awful.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't hold it against him the rest of his life.
I don't know, darling. I mean, it'd be nice if we could see inside people's hearts, right?
Yes, it would. We can't see inside Natalie's heart, and we're trying to forgive her. Why can't I do the same with Seth?
You have to warn me about Chad. He has this big crush on me. He follows me around like a puppy dog. Besides, I can see whoever I want now.
I don't care if you see Chad or anybody else.
And then what did you want to warn me about?
Allison. She was in Break Bar last night, messing around on the computers.
And?
And I think she's up to no good. And you still think she's your friend, and she's not, so don't trust her.
Thanks for the warning, but actually I already figured that out for myself.
Does she know that you're onto her?
Yeah, I told her to take a hike. She's not getting a penny from me.
A surprise? I like the sound of that. Would it be the personal kind?
You mean like a pair of boxer shorts with hearts on them?
No, I was thinking more like soft lights and music. The two of us alone. Am I getting close?
Actually, I was thinking more the kind where there's a room full of people with their eyes on you.
You lost me.
The Mackenzie Awards dinner is a few weeks away, and you are a finalist.
Wow. Really? No kidding.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. Will you be my date for the evening?
I would love to. I can't guarantee that you'll win, but I just read your paper again, and Antonio, it is so good.
Carrie, I already won. You know, the best thing about writing that paper was meeting you. That's all the award I need.
Oh, you're being exceedingly rude.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Is this how you treat your guests in this establishment?
I get testy when moochers try to stiff me.
I am hardly a moocher. I am still Mrs. Asa Buchanan.
The name may be the only thing you take away from that marriage.
I beg your pardon, Renee. I happen to have an ironclad prenuptial agreement, which will leave me rather well off, as a matter of fact.
Your prenup is about as worthless as you are.
You cannot shut me out, Asa. You are the fraud. You're the one who wanted to send me to prison for the rest of my life for a crime I didn't commit.
Really? It was a matter of my survival. And you know it. I had to fake my death before you and your blood-sucking boyfriend did me in for real.
That is not true.
Oh, you mess with the wrong guy, lady. You get nada, nothing.
We'll see about that. I can hire a lawyer, too.
Oh, what are you going to buy him with? Looks to me like you only got one thing to sell. Anyway, it's too late. This sick joke of a marriage is being annulled as we speak.
You cannot get away with this. I have legal documents.
You know, with any
Good, then why don't you use
maybe
them?
they'll both kill each other off.
Look, I'll haul them both out of here for you.
Are you kidding? No way. I wouldn't miss this for the world.
I gotta find Jen.
I saw your car parked at the trailhead. How you doing?
Oh, I'm fine.
You come here to get away?
Yeah, and think.
Well, your mom and Ionace have certainly given you a lot to think about lately.
You know, everything isn't always about you guys.
Touche. I miss you, Al. I really wanted to see you.
You know, this just, it really isn't a good time for a talk.
All right, well, another time then.
I understand, it's not you, it's just...
Okay, you don't need to explain.
So, did you come find me because you missed me or what?
You know, before I became a father, I had no clue how complicated it could be.
Yeah, well, maybe if you did, you wouldn't have done it.
No. I don't think that's right, because becoming a father is the best thing that ever happened to me. All I want in this world is to shield you from harm and give you the best life has to offer.
So what happened?
Screwed up. My fault, what can I say? I didn't take charge of my life. I just kind of let it happen to me, and I ended up losing what matters the most to me. Gal, I asked you before if you could forgive me for doing such a lousy job of being a father, and if you'd give me another chance. You said you couldn't. I don't blame you for that, but unfortunately for you, I just don't seem to know how to quit. So I'm asking you again. What do you say?
Jen? Please open the door.
Lindsay, for God's sake, what part of having a door shut in your face do you not understand?
My daughter's falling apart. She can't handle this by herself. Can't you see that?
Well, if that's true, she'll figure out a way to get through it, or she will ask for help.
She's my baby.
No, she's not a baby. She's a young woman. Give her some credit, Lindsay.
Don't tell me how to treat my daughter.
Well, don't tell me how to do my job. She came in here for counseling. Do you remember that?
I'm not leaving until I see her.
Well, then I'm afraid you're stuck with me, because I'm not leaving until you do.
You know what's going on.
It's your mom. She didn't want you to tell me.
If she did in the beginning.
Look, face it, Jen. No matter what she says, she never wanted us to be together, and she still doesn't. It's not about her anymore. It's about us. Okay? It's about what we want.
It is?
Yes, it is. You know, last night I told you that it was probably better that you weren't pregnant, but that's only because I thought that you really weren't. I didn't want you to think I was disappointed.
I know you'd never try to hurt me.
But the truth, Jen, the truth is, I've always wanted a family. And the thought of having a baby with you, that just totally knocks me out.
I love you so much.
Oh, I want us to be together forever, Jen. I want us to have a family.
That's really what you want?
Yes. I love you more than anyone or anything I've ever loved. Please, marry me. So, how did Allison take being dumped?
Well, you know, threatened me with lawsuits, said she was going to get even.
Yeah, figures.
Well, I don't owe her a thing. She's the one who kidnapped me when I was 1 week old and then gave me that horror show, Roxy.
Just be careful. There's a reason Allison was in a mental ward that many years.
Like you care what happens to me anyway.
I never stopped caring.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I tried to get through to you, Natalie, but you were hell-bent on turning your new family against you.
Well, I suppose that's all my fault.
Anyway, you seem to want to make it up to them now. I hope it's not too late.
Hey, how about that ride now?
Another time.
What happened? Did Seth say something to tick you off again?
No. For once, he actually didn't say anything about Jessica. I think maybe he's realized she doesn't want anything to do with them.
What about you?
All I know is I feel hopeful for the first time in a long time.
You always said how important it is to forgive.
Yes, it is important to forgive. It's also very important not to give people a chance to hurt you again.
I don't think Seth would do that.
Look, it seems to me you've already made your decision, right? You've made up your mind. So why don't you tell me what the real problem is?
Partly Natalie. I know she still has a thing for him, of course.
And you're afraid she'd be hurt if you started seeing him again?
Things have been, you know, okay between us, and I just don't want to rock the boat.
Jessica, you are amazing. You are so generous. Oh, I see. It's not just Natalie you're concerned about. You're a little afraid of what I'm going to think, aren't you?
Asa, I don't care how many lawyers and judges you buy. You don't have grounds to annul this marriage.
So, exactly what is Asa's legal situation right now?
He and Nigel are both out on bail, but fraud and conspiracy charges are still pending.
So, as usual, my ex thinks everyone else is in the wrong but him.
That is bull. This is a marriage in name only, and if it comes to it, my lawyers will destroy you in court.
Maybe they will, maybe they won't, Pa, but right now I think you should worry about what happens to you in court.
Hello, Renee.
Hey!
Listen, I know we're late, but can you still honor our reservation?
It's my fault, Renee. I was unavoidably detained.
No problem. I have an excellent table that may be free any moment now.
Any judge or jury would understand why I'm trying to protect myself against this pariah and her paramour.
Well, I see. The conquering hero.
In all his dreadful glory.
See, I told you I was right. Dead is better.
Would you have forgiven your father if he did what you did?
If he'd neglected me the way I'd neglected you, it'd be tough.
You know, it wouldn't have taken too much effort to show a little interest because it wasn't too high on your priority list.
Oh, you were right at the top of my priority list. I was just a coward. See, Al, being there for you would have meant I'd have to allow myself to get tangled up with your mother again, and I think these last few weeks have reminded me all too well why I did everything I could to stay away from her.
So it was my mother's fault.
No, it was all my fault. I love you, Al. I always will. When I found out that I was your father, it changed my life. I like being a father. I like being your father.
What about your other kids? My half-brother and sister.
Frankie and Leslie.
Yeah.
I guess you're wondering why they're not around. Al, I don't know if you're aware of this, but a few years ago, Frankie had an operation. They put this thing in his head called a cochlear implant that allows him to hear.
No way.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's nothing short of a miracle. Now, Charlemagne's wife, Maud, works with that kid night and day. And I talked to him on the phone. He and Leslie. And, you know, I think about bringing them home, bringing them both home, but I see those miracles that are happening with that boy, with Maud. I just can't take him away from it. I certainly can't take Leslie away from her brothers. Hey, you know what? I'm going down there to see them. And I think it would be great if you could come with me.
I don't know.
Think it over. And try to understand that even though things are definitely over with your mother, I still want to be your father. One doesn't have anything to do with the other.
No, I guess you're right. I guess it doesn't.
You're it for me, Jen. You're all I want. All I ever want.
You're all I want, too, but...
You know that together we're unstoppable? And think about it, we proved that already. First it was with your mom, then Keith Schaefer, then RJ, and here we are. Still together. More in love than ever. And now we created this miracle together. Jen, I think that's fate telling us something. And I think it's telling us that we belong together. Forever. That's why I want you to be my wife. Marry me, Jen.
You're getting married? But that's wonderful.
Bo, I would be more than happy to testify to everything that my husband did.
Well, it may come to that.
Wait a minute, hold it, both of you. If it's legal, I may be testifying against her.
Who are you kidding? You planned this from the beginning. You wanted to frame Max for this staged murder that you were going to do. What are you talking about? You told me this yourself.
And you weren't. Who would ever believe a lying jailbird tramp like you, huh?
A jury, that's who. And I will tell the truth so incredibly well that they won't have a choice but to believe me.
You would know the truth if it bit you on your butt.
Hey, that's enough.
You believe this one over me?
I didn't say that.
Where's your loyalty?
Where's your sense of decency? You let everyone that loves you believe that you were dead.
I was running away from two cold-blooded killers.
Oh, yeah, you keep saying that.
I will never be railroaded into prison again for a crime that I did not commit. Now, I will get a lawyer. Somehow, I will get a lawyer, and it'll be a good one. And I will fight you. And I will win. Do you hear me, Asa? I will win!
I hear. Now, you hear me. Nobody beats Asa Buchanan. You got that? And that includes you, Bo.
Well, it's always the first time.
You know, this is damn perverse. A son trying to trap his own father.
It's my job, Pa. You know what you think your job is? You think your job is to put your whole family through hell every chance you get.
Oh, please, Bo. What, you want to play hardball? I've lined up the best talented lawyers this country's got.
Well, how are you going to pay for them? All your assets are frozen.
You wouldn't dare.
Yours and Captain Jeb Stewart, so I wouldn't worry about Gabrielle getting a hold of your money. You don't have any money to get.
I'm so sorry. Ray Cummings. Yes, Judge Hopper. Well, yes, I'm very flattered you think so. No, of course I'd be willing to take on any patient that you recommend. What's his or her name?
No way.
Oh.
And the bond between a parent and a child is the strongest tie there is. I believe that. And no matter how battered or frayed that tie may get, it'll never break. It'll always be there. You understand what I'm saying? Am I making any sense here?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what you are. Listen, I'm dealing with some stuff right now. And I kind of need to be alone. See you later.
Yeah.
Dad. Jen. I just hope you'll be honest with me.
Well, I'm happy things worked out this way because, Jen, I know how much you love him. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
You just interrupted a very private moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Jen, this isn't how I imagined proposing to you, and I'm sure it isn't the way you imagined it either.
No, not really.
Look, I want to do it right. I want to go find the ring and see how quickly we can have the wedding.
I could help you with that.
No, thank you. I'll take care of it. Do you want me to take you home?
No. Just, I'll meet you there, okay?
You sure?
Yeah, I just need a few minutes.
Okay. And don't worry, everything's going to be okay. I promise.
What am I going to do? He doesn't even suspect that it's not his baby.
No, that's not such a bad thing, is it?
It's terrible. I have to tell him the truth, but I don't know how. I can't believe I'm pregnant. How did this happen?
Jen, I love you. But Christian is not good enough for you. He'll ruin your life if I let him. But you are pregnant, Jen. And now we have to deal with it.
I'm distracting you with that.
Hey, yes, you are.
So I should leave you alone to work.
You should.
What are you doing when you finish up with these papers?
I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll have this apple. On second thought, it looks so tempting. Maybe I'll have it now.
Well, that's good for starters, but I don't think that's going to satisfy my appetite.
And what would do that?
I don't know, maybe dinner tonight at the palace. And we can go from there.
You're asking me out on a date?
Yeah, for the one that got cut short.
A makeup date, kind of like a makeup test.
I think we've passed the test. Let's celebrate. I want this to be a really special night.
Well, you're doing fine so far.
Pick you up at 7?
I'll be ready.
So will I.
I know you haven't liked him since the moment you found out that Natalie and him were dating, and I don't blame you for that.
Look, you have to forget about me, okay? I'm just a bystander. You're the one who's going to be taking the risk.
What about Natalie?
What about Natalie?
How will you feel if she gets hurt? Well, I know you have mixed feelings about her, but Mom, face it, she's your daughter.
That's right. Okay, let's deal with you right now, okay? Honey, I love you. I want you to be happy.
Even if it makes somebody else unhappy.
Natalie played a very dangerous game with Seth. That's why she lost him. It had nothing to do with you. So right now, the only question you should be asking yourself is, do you want to give him another chance?
Tried to ignore my feelings for him, but they haven't gone away. So, I guess I'm gonna have to give it a chance. I guess I have to know if I'm right about the kind of guy Seth could be.
Natalie, why don't you come in?
Sorry, I just didn't want to interrupt.
No, we're actually done. I have to go to a meeting. I'll see you guys later, okay?
Thank you, Mom.
Anytime.
Bye.
I knew it.
What?
Everyone says that I'm the devious one. Evil Natalie. How she tricked those sweet and perfect people in Landfair.
If this is about what my mom and I were saying to each other,
You are the biggest sneak and liar of all.
You can't do this, son. It's my money.
It's already done.
We'll just get it undone.
Bank accounts, stock portfolios, drilling proceeds, they're all frozen.
Why, brother, can you spare a dime?
You get the hell out of my face. You're gonna regret this, Bo.
I don't think so.
Well, justice has been done. Hallelujah!
Oh, you're funny, justice. I'll show you justice. I'm gonna make sure you're put away for attempted murder.
Well, if it isn't my two favorite people. At each other's throats, right where they belong.
What the hell is this would-be killer walking around free? And why wasn't he locked up last year for impersonating a Buchanan?
Well, Pa, last year you wouldn't press charges against him. Why not? I mean, what did he have on you?
Go on, tell him.
Yeah, I'd like to know that, too.
Oh, yeah? When hell freezes over.
Asa, I need
What?
to speak to you.
Oh, get lost. I don't have anything to say to you.
Well, gee, that's too bad, because Judge Hopper just informed me that I'm your court-appointed therapist.
I can't go on letting Christian think that that's his baby, but if I tell him, it's going to break his heart.
I don't know if telling him the truth at this point is a good choice.
You saw how excited he was about the baby? He wasn't even mad at me that I didn't tell him the truth.
If you don't tell him, Jen, no one will ever know.
I don't know. How can I live day in and day out with that kind of lie?
Look, all I want is your happiness. I mean, Christian wants to marry you, but do you think he'll still want to marry you if he thinks that someone else is the father of this child?
It might not change how he feels.
Well, I guess you won't know that until you tell him. Jen, whatever you decide to do, if you decide not to tell him, your secret stays with me. The only problem that I foresee is medical. I mean, if they had to do a DNA test or something like that, but even that can be changed.
I can't do this.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go tell Christian the truth. I can't. You're right. I love him too much. If I tell him the truth, I'll lose him. I can't stand to do that.
Don't answer that, Jen. Don't.
It's him. Hello?
Jen, it's Al. We really need to talk.
Why am I a sneak and a liar?
You told everyone that would listen how you didn't want Seth, how you would never be able to trust him again, and how you could never forgive him.
That's how I felt. It wasn't a lie.
Oh, yes, it was. You were just spouting out all that garbage to throw me off the track, weren't you?
Why would I do that?
Stop playing dumb. You've been after Seth the whole time, haven't you?
I'm not having this conversation with you.
You're not going anywhere.
So, you're not interested in Natalie anymore, are you?
No.
Because, you know, it'd be a real shame to let all that insider info go to waste. So fill me in, man. Tell me what she likes, you know, movies, music, dates, you know, the good stuff.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. You're on your own.
Uh-oh. Looks like trouble for you, dude. Good luck.
Hi, Mrs. Davidson. Are you looking for Jessica?
No. No, I'm here for a university board meeting. But if you have a few moments, I'd like to speak to you, please.
Sure.
Good. I'm going to be frank with you. I don't have a very high opinion of you after what you did. You did come through for Jessica in New York City, and I'm very grateful to you for that. But I don't need to remind you how much you hurt her before that.
No, you don't. Think about it all the time.
Good. You hurt Natalie, too. So I just want to tell you something. I have a great many friends in this town. Among them are your boss, Renee Devine, and your other boss, Max Holden. If you ever hurt one of my daughters again, I will see to it that you don't have a job. You won't have much of a life. In fact, in this town, you won't have much of anything.
Lady, I don't need anything you're peddling, so leave.
The judge thinks you do.
Oh, really? Well, that's his opinion. I have my own.
Well, if I understand it correctly, if you don't meet all of his conditions, you're going to end up in jail yourself.
Oh, we'll see about that. After I have a nice chat with Your Honor.
Asa, call me. We'll make an arrangement for your meeting next week. Sometimes I wish that I had picked another career.
You and me both.
Well, perhaps Dr. Ray can help you with all your pent-up frustration, sweetheart.
You know what would really help me, sweetheart? Knowing that the two of you were rotting away in some prison.
Asa, Max, Gabrielle, this is my joint. I want you to get out now. Don't come back. You're not welcome.
Oh, Gabrielle, before I go, I'm on my way to get my assets thought out. Would you like me to drop you off at the homeless shelter on the way?
It's not like I haven't been to one before, but thanks anyway.
She's not going to a homeless shelter. She's going to be staying with me.
What's this about, Al?
Jen, are you still at the family planning place? Because I have a pretty good idea why you went there.
What did he want?
I think he knows.
Knows what, Jen?
I think Al knows that he's the father of my baby.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Did you do what I think you just did?
Do what you have to do, but I'm not having this conversation with you about that.
A lot of couples have to wait years to adopt.
Tell me this baby is mine and not Al's.
Pine Valley, a destination of love, life, and adventure. And you can visit Pine Valley every Sunday for the All My Children Marathon, beginning at 6:30 p.m., 3:30 Pacific. SoapNet, soap watching made easy.